Hi, it's John Majori.
Good evening, Commissioner.
Good evening, Commissioner.
Welcome to the public statement hearing for the Rochester Gas and Electric Monroe County Reliability Project, case number 21-T-0574. The hearing will begin shortly. Thank you. Welcome to the public statement hearing for the Rochester Gas and Electric Monroe County Reliability Project, case 21-T-0574. Everyone's line is muted upon entry, and the hearing will begin shortly. If you have any technical difficulties, you can call 1-800-342-3330. Again, for any technical difficulties, please call 1-800-342-3330.
Good afternoon. Ms. Hines, are you ready to go on the record?
Yes, ready. Are on the record.
Thank you. I call case 21T-0574, application of Rochester Gas and Electric Corporation for a certificate of environmental compatibility and public need for the construction of the Monroe County Reliability Project, approximately 22.5 miles of 115 kilovolt transmission lines in the village of Spencerport and the towns of Gates, Greece, Ogden, and Parma in Monroe County. Good evening, everyone, and welcome. We are here today for a public statement hearing that was noticed on March 3rd, 2023. This public statement hearing concerns Rochester Gas and Electric Corporation's proposal to construct, operate, and maintain the Monroe County Reliability Project that would include replacement of RG&E's 4 existing 115 kilovolt electric transmission lines, numbers 947, 976, 945, and 917. The project is located primarily within and along existing electric right-of-way corridors. However, some new right-of-way would be required to accommodate the project, maintain required clearances, and minimize impacts. RG&E will also acquire additional rights outside of the right-of-way to selectively remove danger trees. My name is Ashley Moreno. I am an administrative law judge for the Department of Public Service, and I am responsible for presiding over the hearings in this case and the development of a complete record. RG&E's proposal is being reviewed pursuant to Article 7 of the Public Service Law. Prior to any construction, RG&E must first obtain a certificate of environmental compatibility and public need from the Public Service Commission. When the case is eventually brought before the Commission for decision, the Commission may adopt, reject, or modify RG&E's proposal. The Commission will make its decision based on the record in this proceeding that will include the statements made here today. We are holding this hearing so that you can provide your comments on the proposal for the Public Service Commission's consideration. The commission consists of 7 members, the chairperson, Rory Christian, and Commissioners Diane Berman, James Alisi, Tracy Edwards, John Howard, David Valesky, and John Majori. And we are fortunate to have Commissioner Majori with us this evening. Commissioner Majori, would you like to address the participants?
Thank you very much, Judge. I'm here to listen. I find that public statement hearings are an important part of understanding how items that might come before the commission affect folks in the community. And it's also an important way to get information that isn't necessarily already part of the record. So I want to hear from you. You're not here to hear from me. So other than thanking you for taking the time out to participate in this process, I'm going to stop talking and listen to what you have to say. So, Judge, thank you very much for the opportunity to say hello.
Thank you. Okay, now I will explain the process we're going to follow today. As stated, the purpose of the hearing is to provide you with an opportunity to tell the Commission your thoughts on RG&E's proposal. As I mentioned before, the statements that you make today will become part of the case record. We have a court reporter joining us who will prepare a transcript of the hearing, which will be included in the official case record for the proceeding, and so that your comments can be considered by all of the commission, all members of the commission. And that transcript, when it is ready, will be posted for public view on the Department of Public Service website. Again, this is not an evidentiary hearing or question and answer forum, but it's really an opportunity, as the commissioner mentioned, to hear from you. And I would also just stress that this is not the only opportunity for comment. If you did not register to speak at today's hearing, but you would like your views included in the record, there's a variety of other ways to comment that were listed in the public notice for today's event. You can do so by submitting comments on the department's website, by email, regular mail, or by phone. And for those of you who have joined us electronically, those different means to submit a comment are up on the screen. And regardless of how comments are submitted in this proceeding, they will be given equal consideration. Comments may be submitted and will be considered throughout the pendency of this proceeding. I will note that there is a request that comments come in by April 14th of 2023. The reason for that is just so that the parties to the case can consider any comments. Certainly, you are welcome to make a comment throughout the case. So with that, I see that we have a number of people who have joined us, but my understanding is that no members of the public have registered to speak at today's hearing. And could I just ask of our Office of Consumer Services staff, is that your same understanding?
Correct. That is of the same understanding.
Okay, great. So what I will do, since we do have a number of folks who have joined us this afternoon, if you have not registered to speak, but you would like to make a statement for the record, you're more than welcome to do so here today. You could either use the raise hand function if you have joined us electronically, and we will unmute your line so you could make a statement. Or if you have joined us by phone, if you press *3 on your telephone, that will alert us to the fact that you are interested in making a comment, and we can unmute your line. And I am not yet seeing any raised hands.
Neither am I, Judge.
Okay, thank you. So I think what we will do is we will briefly go off the record, and we will wait to see whether anyone either raises their hand in the interim or whether we have a new person join us on the line. And to the extent that we have any person who would like to make a comment, we'll go back on the record. Or if not, we will go back just around 5:15, so we'll give people an opportunity to join if they might be joining late. And if we have no one at that point, we will adjourn for the evening. So with that, let's go off the record.
Off the record.
Thank you. Okay, it is about 1:15 now, and we are still off the record. Before we go on the record, I will just ask again whether any of the folks who are in attendance this evening would like to make a statement on the record regarding RG&E's proposal. If so, if you could please use the raised hand function if you've joined us electronically, or press *3 on your telephone if you are joining us by phone this evening. And to the extent that anyone would like to make a statement, we will then unmute your line so you can make a statement on the record. And I'm not seeing any raised hands. And if I could just ask again, Ms. Wasser, is that your same understanding?
This is Mrs. Vega, and that is my understanding as well.
Thank you, Ms. Vega. I appreciate it. All right, let's go back on the record.
We're on the record.
Thank you. While we were off the record, again, I made the offer for any member of the public who might be interested in making a comment to either use the raise hand function or to make their interest known by phone by pressing *3. No member of the public has requested to make a statement here tonight. So with that, we will wrap up the public statement hearing. But before I do that, I'll just also mention before we leave that to the extent that there is any member of the public that would like to make a statement and did not wish to do so this evening, there's a variety of other ways that comments can be made and submitted for consideration by the Commission. We discussed that earlier, but you can do so by mail, by email, phone, or directly submitting the comments into the Commission's website, or the Department's website, into the case file directly. And again, comments are requested by April 14th of 2023, but certainly you are welcome to make comments throughout the case. And all of those different ways that you can submit comments are included in the notice of this hearing, which was issued by the Commission on March 3rd. So with that, I thank you all very much for your time and attention. Thank you, Commissioner Majori and our Office of Consumer Services staff, as well as our court reporter. Thank you again for your time and attention, and have yourselves a good evening. We are adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank you.